What is up, y'all? For today's video, I'm gonna be reacting to the last two episodes of season 1 for Solo Leveling. So yeah, Jinwoo ended up getting scouted. Who knows, maybe he's gonna end up playing in the MVA instead of being a hunter. Not only was Jinwoo getting scouted, but he ends up scamming his scouter. I don't know, that's kind of awesome, honestly. That's kind of hard, not gonna lie. So I'm very excited to finally finish season 1 of Solo Leveling, but before I get started with the reaction, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this. With that being said, let's get started with the reaction and see what Solo Leveling has in store for us. Yeah, even if it's optional, like he might as well do it, because you never know like what kind of reward he would end up getting. Oh my, yo. Okay, as soon as he accepted it, this happens. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. This is going to be absolutely crazy. Looks like the real game starts here. This is going to be wild. This is going to be absolutely wild. Oh, was that his opponent? Is that gonna be his opponent? That, like, it was like a red knight. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. This is going to be crazy. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be crazy. Like, you can already tell this is gonna be absolutely insane. And he can't, yo, this is a challenge for him. He can't use potions or full recovery in this. Ooh, this could end up biting him in the butt. And he can't leave either. Yo, he's gotta be extra careful then, since there are so many things that he can't do. This is just like a pesky knight. Yeah, it's not gonna be an issue for him. Okay, maybe it will. Maybe it will. Maybe it might be some kind of an issue. Oh, it did not pierce him at all. Okay, this is his first opponent, and he can't do anything. Oh, he's gonna try to break it like he did the snake. Oh, that was disgusting. That was disgusting, but it was beautiful. Using his bare hands was crazy. Oh no. Three more show up. 4 more. Yo, he's got his work cut out for him. He needed to get stronger, and that's what's gonna happen. With that first night, you know, took him a little bit of time. Couldn't pierce it with his dagger or anything, and so he had to use like just brute force and just tore that thing up. Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. So if he can't get hunters in Japan, he's going elsewhere to get some. I mean, makes sense. Oh, this dude is pompous as hell. Like, really? You're really gonna treat him like that? Nah, I don't like you. I don't like you at all. Look at that. He straight up has to use brute force since his blade couldn't do anything to them. Oh, if someone else with stealth tried getting him. Dang, this dungeon is just throwing everything at him. You went from knights to assassins to mages. Oh, what if that's what this dungeon is? It's, you know, taking every opponent that he's went up against and just throwing it at him, seeing, like, you know, just yeah, I didn't know where I was going with that, but still, like, yeah, like everything that he's fighting so far are just opponents that he's fought in the past. So like, not only does he have to kind of like, you know, not only does Jinwoo have to essentially like pace himself because he can't heal, you know, or use full recovery or anything like that, but he also has to make sure he's using different weaknesses against each of these opponents. So like, he really has to be on his toes. Yeah, and he's already getting exhausted. So they're finally going to that island. It seems like they're all finally heading back to that island that he's been like dreaming about. Oh, he finally got some armor. He finally gets some new gear. Oh, okay, that's kind of, I was kind of expecting the armor to kind of like, you know, just be on him all the time, but I guess like it's kind of like one of those games where like you do get armor, but then it doesn't show up on your character at all. Like, it's just like you have it on, it's just it doesn't show up. Is he gonna have to fight that red knight? because you know that fight is gonna go insane. Like he's gonna have to put out all the stops for that one. Oh, okay, this is gonna be big. This is gonna be big. Okay, he could potentially be going after that knight. He could potentially be fighting the knight. Oh, he is. He is. It's, oh, this is gonna go crazy. This is gonna go crazy. This is the same pressure he felt in that double dungeon. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, this is gonna be wild. He's feeling the same pressure that he did during that night in that double dungeon, just from this single night. Oh, it says this is going to be crazy. Knight Commander. Okay, so that's his opponent. Man, if he wins this though, I wonder what kind of loot he'll end up getting. That thing is fast. Oh my gosh. This really is gonna be his toughest opponent yet. It's not giving him time to react. It's not giving him time whatsoever. Oh my, maybe he shouldn't have done this yet. Like if he had no time limit on that quest, maybe he shouldn't have done it just yet. Yo, this thing is like reading his movements. It's like he was reading his movements and everything. Oh my god, he was quick. He was, good thing he blocked that. Jeez, how is he gonna handle him? Even though they're tied in speed, he has more strength. He's gonna do this without a weapon? Oh, Sung, please don't. You gotta use everything at your disposal. Oh, yo, this thing is crazy. This thing is crazy because Sung is like, okay, I can do this without a weapon. Puts away his dagger, right? The knight, he's like, I got you. Throws away his swords and everything. He's like, all right, come on, hands, just hands. Oh my goodness. He's willing to fight him hand to hand as well. This is crazy. Jeez, I cannot believe they're just gonna go hand to hand with each other now. This is, I can't believe this. Jeez, even without its weapons, this thing got hands for. Oh, that's brutal. He's throwing hands like straight up. Yeah, imagine Sung Jinwoo didn't put the armor on him. He was like, you know, I don't want it slowing me down or anything. I'm not using it. Imagine if he didn't have that armor. He would have been done. He would have been DONE done. Is that thing still faster than him? Oh, good hit. He's still able to keep up. He's not even keeping up. He's even faster. He's even faster after using dash. Oh, jeez. This thing is devastating. Yeah, there's just no way. Like, this thing is just, he's a perfect counter to Sung Jinwoo. He's like an absolute counter to him. Everything he throws at him, he throws it back 10 times harder. Wait, maybe he... Nope. Okay. I legit thought he got a clean hit. He got a clean hit, but didn't do anything. It brought my hopes up. It brought my hopes up. Oh, gee. Dude, calm down. Please calm down. Oh my... Yo, this thing has like a personal grudge against him. Why do I feel like this thing is just like putting his frustrations onto Sung Jinwoo? Man, Sung Jinwoo needs to he needs to get it together. He has people he is fighting for. He needs to be able to get out of this alive. Oh, he blocked it. Oh, he blocked it just in time. He blocked it just in time. Oh, he got his second win. He got his second win. Oh, he got interrupted. Yo, he got his second win. Oh my god, he's finally getting the upper hand. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. He knew the dagger couldn't, you know, like that knight couldn't use his dagger against him because it belongs to Jinwoo. He knew he had the plays. Sheesh. Oh, he's going at it. He is going at it. Oh my, that was beautiful. Did he actually beat this thing? Yo, pop up right there. He did it. He did it. He actually pulled it off. The toughest enemy he's ever fought so far finally pulls it off. Yo, I was getting worried there. I was absolutely getting worried because this thing was a perfect counter to him. It was much stronger than him. At first, it looked like they were tying in speed. But then, you know, Sung Jinwoo was like, okay, let me use dash, you know, get even faster. But he still, he wasn't even catching up to this thing. This thing ended up being faster than him. It was like a perfect counter to him. That was tense, but beautiful. Oh, what did he get? What did he get? 4 rewards, huh? What did he get? Damn, he got money. He got an S rank item. Oh. Okay, he got the same helmet as that knight. Ruler's hand. Okay, I feel like that rune's gonna be big. It's gonna be whenever he ends up using it. I feel like that thing is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be bonkers for sure. It could possibly be not over yet. Oh, survive as long as possible. Good luck. Oh, the fact that pop-up window, it was like, you know, survive as long as possible. Good luck. Oh, that is devastating. The fact that it's just telling him, yeah, good luck. You're gonna need it. Goodness. An infinite wave also of everything. It seems like right now, it seems like everything that he's gone up against. So with it coming, so here's the thing, with those things coming in waves, would that mean that it starts progressively getting harder? So like this first wave, he'll probably be able to beat it easily. Second wave, still easy, but like a tiny bit difficult, and it just keeps going up and up. But the fact that he has to survive as long as possible is what's crazy. Oh, I think the mage finds him. The mage broke stealth, so now he can't hide. He can't even hide from this thing to try to like survive. Jeez, he really has to like try and like just straight up survive, and he can't use murderous intent. Bro, this thing is completely brutal. It's not gonna. They're gonna try not giving him a chance to use it. Oh, now he has to go find it again. Yo, what is this dungeon about? Like, not just giving him like good gear or anything, but like it really looks like this dungeon is just testing him to see how strong he got, right? That's what I'm like thinking, because it looks like it was an optional job, right? That's what he was saying, like, oh, this thing looks optional. There was no time limit on to decide to do it. So like I feel like the purpose of this dungeon isn't just like crazy gear, like he got that like S rank helmet and everything. I don't know, I feel like this is kind of just testing him to see how much stronger he gotten since, like, you know, the day he, you know, went to that double dungeon. Because if, again, like, especially for the fact that after beating Ingress, right, I think that's what it was called, like a bunch of portals just opened up, and it was like, yeah, survive as long as you can and good luck, right? I feel like there has to be a point to this. Or is it, again, like just seeing how strong he's gotten and everything? And like another thing, like if he doesn't survive, You know, is it gonna bring him back to life and be like, all right, you survived this wave, so next time you do this, try to surpass it or something, right? You know, like, or is it just more like just, is it just trying to train him? Again, this dungeon is just absolutely crazy. This episode in general was just crazy. You know, first he finally, you know, accepts his job, and the first night he goes in up against, you know, he can't do any damage with his blade, so he has to use, you know, brute force. And then, you know, they started putting in assassins and mages. So every class that he's gone up against so far, until, you know, he finally beats them, and then goes up against the Knight Commander, which, I, like I said, that Knight Commander was practically like a perfect counter to Sung Jinwoo, much stronger than him. At first it seemed like they were tied in speed, but when he tried to outplay him and, you know, use dash to get even faster, Sung Jinwoo couldn't catch up to him, and that knight ended up being much faster than him. It really seemed like Sung Jinwoo was just, you know, he couldn't survive this, but then he ended up getting his second win and finally took this thing out. And now that he, you know, that was his toughest battle so far, now that he won it, this whole game is just like, all right, congratulations on beating that knight. Here's your next challenge. Bunch of portals open up, bunch of knights start showing up, and he's like, survive as long as you can, good luck. This dungeon is just, it's just throwing everything at him at this point. Again, like he was like, you know, I hate to use this teleportation stone, you know, and he was about to use it to get out of there because he can't heal himself, he can't use full recovery, he's kind of screwed. So like he was gonna use the teleportation stone, but then one of the knights end up, you know, smashing his arm, and, you know, he ended up losing his grip on it. So I think he needs more than good luck. Sung Jinwoo straight up needs a miracle at this point. But yeah, crazy. That was just my gosh. That was like, I thought he would be done with this dungeon after taking on the Knight Commander, but no, it just throws another thing at him, and it's crazy. Absolutely crazy, and I love every second of it. Also, you know, a few S-rank hunters, they're going to Jeju Island. You know, I think they're not there to really fight. I think they're really there just kind of like, you know, take a monster, you know, interrogate it, or like, you know, agitate it or whatever, see what it would do and all that. So it seems like they're not really going there to like, you know, fully take on that island, but just kind of doing like research maybe. I don't know. I feel like it might be research, but then it's gonna have to lead on to a full-on battle at that point, because that island has been known to be extremely dangerous and everything. So yeah, a few S-rank hunters are, you know, doing that while Sung Jinwoo is dealing with this crap. Wild. Again, just wild. With that being said, let's just get started with the next episode. Like, there has to be a limit to like the waves and everything, right? Because there's no way that he's gonna be able to go on like forever, and like his HP and mana is almost out, so like there's really no way he's gonna last like that long. But it's giving me hope, because that choreography was crazy. That choreography was absolutely crazy. Oh my, you can see the muscles and everything. Dude, that's so brutal. He's out. Like, there's no way he can keep on going. Wait, what's going on? He's hearing like everyone who's like talked crap about him. Oh, is this bringing him back? Like, this is like kind of like, they're like, I think it's like the dungeon or something. Either it's a dungeon or it's just Sung Jinwoo's, like, you know, back when he was still an E-rank hunter and still weak, right? Like, those memories of everyone kind of like, you know, talking down about him and just kind of like coddling him in a way because he was weak. Either this is the dungeon kind of trying to like, you know, break him down even more, not physically but also mentally at this point. You know, it's like himself talking down to himself because he can't survive any longer. I don't know, I get the feeling that this is like his inner, like not his inner, like I feel like this has to be the dungeon kind of trying to break him down even more so it can get rid of him. How is he not fit for combat? I feel like we've seen him, like we saw him spar with like one of the S-rank hunters or something, right? We seen him spar with them, and like he is not, like, it's crazy that he thinks his body is not fit for this. Either he's just kind of being humble because, you know, he's a little bit older, or Jeju Island is just that dangerous that he doesn't even see himself being ably like fit to do this. I get it. Now this is Sung Jinwoo's scar. Like he was talking about, like, you know, every hunter has like a, you know, a scar to them, right? This must be his scar. The fact that he was so weak, you know, like just a little while ago, and now he's, you know, at this point, but because he's running out of HP, mana, and everything, he can't heal himself back up. You know, this scar is now just like kind of reappearing to him. Jeez, that one is giant. Oh no. Oh no, yeah, like there's really no way for him to get out of this. Like, what's his out? Like, what's the way he can survive this and get out of there? This is kind of like the double dungeon again. Oh my gosh. With goal. Oh, and he still has that daily quest too? Oh. Oh wait, this could kind of be good. This can kind of be good. Because he didn't do his daily quest, so now he has to go to the penalty zone. And so this seems like to be his only way out of that dungeon. You know, because he couldn't escape until he finished it. He lost track of the teleportation stone. He can't heal himself. I think this is the lesser of two evils, being in the penalty zone rather than being back in that dungeon. Okay, so at least he can now heal himself. So yeah, like the fact that he didn't do his daily quest was honestly a blessing. Man, he got his win, like he got a second win back, because now these are things that he can actually deal with. Oh, you better make it. You better make it to that meeting. You know, you can't disappoint your sister. Ooh. Ooh, okay. That blade looks absolutely sick. Okay, hopefully we get to see what this skill is, because it has to be insane, right? After he got it from that Knight Commander. Wait, he can physically manipulate objects without touching them. Oh, that can go kind of hard. Don't tell me, with all of this, because of his new blade, it can do 25% more damage to armored beast. And now that he has Ruler's Hand, why does part of me feel like Sung Jinwoo is gonna try to go back into that dungeon somehow? He's like, I can handle this dungeon now. I can handle it. And the fact that it doesn't require any mana too is absolutely insane. Oh, so he got the same skill as the Knight. Okay, yeah, that is absolutely crazy. That skill is gonna come in handy so much. Oh, he did have to go back. He did have to go back. Oh, and he's ready. He is ready for this. Look, he has a completely different like vibe to him now, right? He has a completely different mindset that he can now handle this because he's fully healed up, right? He has a new weapon that can do 25% more damage to armored beasts, and he has Ruler's Hand. Yo, he has a completely different vibe to him now after this. He seems extremely more hopeful for this. Look at him. Look at him. Night Killer is going crazy for him. Like, he's handling this so much better now. I think I know what the deal with the mages are. I think he has to take out the mages so then more waves won't come in, because he said they're not doing anything. Like, they're not attacking or anything like that. So they're probably the ones kind of like bringing in more knights. So I think what he really needs to do is that those are his true targets. He gets rid of them, more knights won't show up. Yeah, they're doing something that he has to focus on the mages instead. He has to focus on them before he can, you know, finish off the waves. Oh my goodness. Oh, he doesn't even have to finish off the waves. He just has to finish off the mages. Oh my, look at that. Ruler's Hand is going crazy for him. He's going absolutely crazy now that he figured out on how to end this. So he didn't necessarily need to, you know, survive. He just needed to, you know, close the gates and get rid of the mages. Oh my, they cannot hide from him. They cannot hide from this man. Oh, all three of them combining into one? Could they be, summoning a giant one? But again, he doesn't have to focus on that, I think. I feel like he just has to focus on the mages. Oh my gosh. Yo. Yo, beautiful. This is just absolutely beautiful. So I guess he actually has to beat this golem, even though the mages are gone, but it's no issue for him. It's no issue for him whatsoever. Yo, Sung Jinwoo? That's who he is. That is who he is. The fact he managed to turn that around, dude, the penalty zone helped him. It saved him so much. He can get into more advanced class. Ooh. Okay. What class is he gonna choose? Oh, he doesn't get to choose. Angel of Death follows. Wait, he can summon things? A shadow army? So that's his new thing? He's able to summon things? A necromancer? Whoa, wait. Sung Jinwoo, his new class is a necromancer? Oh, brother. That is insane. I wouldn't expect a necromancer, honestly. Like, I thought maybe knight, maybe assassin would be more his thing, but a necromancer, that kind of goes hard. Yeah, he's an assassin build. Yeah, so like, yeah, it's interesting that it chose to make him a necromancer, even though like most of his stats have been into his physical capabilities. So he's not gonna do it. It's a hidden, and it was a hidden class. So in either way, it's not letting, like, I'm guessing he has to accept it because it's not letting him say no. So it seems like the system was like, you know, even though Sung Jinwoo was focusing more on his physical capabilities, it seems like the system was like, you know what, even though he's doing that, I want this one to be a necromancer. That's why he was fighting all those mages and everything. So I think the system really has a plan for Sung Jinwoo. If you like, it's like I think it's you know, kind of giving him almost like his own, allowing him to go his own route and everything, but still kind of like pushing him to a certain route that the system wants him to go through. He won't be solo leveling up anymore. Oh, he officially chose it. He said yes. He is now a necromancer. Now, like, I wonder, just like with some, like with him now being a necromancer, right? How does this change things for him? Oh, are we about to see it in action? Are we about to see him use this for the first time? He's already exceeded the class threshold. With everything that he's went through in that, he's already exceeded it. Shadow Monarch, he's already, like, he just became a necromancer, and now with everything that he's accomplished with this dungeon and everything, right? He's exceeded the threshold, so now he went up another class as Shadow Monarch. Oh, so that's gonna be the phrase he's gonna use anytime he wants to use his ability. Honestly, that fits so well. Saying arise fits so well. Yo. Oh my, they look sick. They look insane. So he can drain mana, put that mana into these shadows. Yo, this is gonna be so good for him. So no, even the wait. So that means anything that he ends up taking down in battle, he can turn into his shadow army. Oh, please tell me. If he can get the Knight Commander to be part of this too, right? If he can get it to be a part of this too, that is honestly crazy. Please tell me. Oh, please, he's gonna try it. Please let this work. Because if he can get this, that's gonna be even bigger for him. It's possible. So he has to make room in order for him to take this. Makes sense, you know, because it would be, you know, like overkill if he couldn't, or if he didn't need to. Oh, he's doing it. Ooh, it didn't work. I think because like it's not gonna be easy for him because it's it's a high ranking one, right? It's like everyone else, those mages, those knights, they were probably like extremely low rank to where, you know, it would like he just says it and then boom, he gets it. With this one, he probably has to like put more, maybe more emphasis on saying arise or something. He has to do something extra for this. He's served me. Oh, I would serve him. I would 100%, like no hesitation whatsoever. I think that was it. That was it. He now has the Knight Commander under his arsenal. Right, he's got to have it. I think it's working. Oh, it looks sick. It looks so sick. Oh my, with the cape? With the cape is insane. Oh. Oh, that is amazing. Oh my, yo, he just got even stronger at this point. Like, it seems like there is no limit to his strength. Yo, they're all kneeling down towards him. This is amazing. You're with me now. Oh my, yo, Sung Jinwoo. What is this man? Oh my, he has a shadow army now. Oh my, he has a shadow army. Can you imagine all like the dungeon bosses that he's faced off against? If he could have ended up having this a lot earlier, that would have been insane. Like that giant snake, that would be crazy. Cerberus, you know, when he went to that one dungeon that was on fire, that would have been crazy to have too. Ooh, I wonder. No, I think. Oh no, I was about to say. I think like if he can do that right now, you know, somehow resurrect all of those, that would be insane. But I think he has to be in the location where he took down these monsters and everything, right? Because it makes more sense that way. Because then if he wasn't able, if he didn't need to do that, and he could just, you know, look at his history of everything that he's fought against and just be like, yep, let me, you know, arise that one. That would have been too broken. That would have been too broken. They needed to kind of like, I don't know, they needed to like at least put some type of like caveat to this ability, because this ability is insanely powerful. Being able to pretty much resurrect everything that you've taken down and put them into your shadow army, it's wild. That's how this season ends, with Sung Jinwoo nearly dying but getting saved because he didn't do his daily quest. Because of that, he got sent to the penalty zone for 4 hours. He was able to finally replenish his health and everything. You know, obviously not all the way, but just enough to where he can continue fighting for 4 hours and just continue leveling up so his health gets replenished that way. All the money that he's made, he sold it in, you know, he spent it buying that Night Killer's blade, you know, to give himself 25% more damage against armored beasts, you know, and then Ruler's Hand, both of them extremely coming in handy, no pun intended. But then, you know, once he had to go back to that dungeon after the 4 hours were up, brother, he was having the time of his life. He was just steamrolling through all those knights. But then he figured out, like, the mages weren't attacking him or anything. So he was wondering, like, why was that? But he figured it out that they were the ones summoning the knights. So in order for the knights to stop coming in, he had to take down the mages. Doing it easily, doing all that easily, took out all the mages and everything. And once this job was finally completed, he got assigned a new class. And, you know, he got assigned Necromancer, but he was confused with it for the fact that he put everything in more like his physical stats instead of like things like his intellect, right? So he was a little bit confused, but he decided, you know what, this could possibly work out well for me, right? Even though it seems like the system purposely did that. So he's like, this could probably work out for me, right? And so he accepts it, and all the bonus points that he ended up getting from doing this job change quest, it ended up exceeding the threshold of Necromancer. So now he became a Shadow Monarch. And now he had a phrase. He put a phrase, you know, to use this ability, and he said, arise. and all those knights and mages that he defeated just come back to life into his shadow army. And not only that, he was like, yo, if these are based off like how powerful they were when I took them down, he looks at Igris and it's just like, I need this one on my team. I need this one to be in the shadow army 100%. In order to do that, he needed to like, let go of 11 of them, to make more room, especially for the fact that this thing was a high ranking knight and everything. So he did it. And it wasn't like just saying arise didn't work. He had to kind of like persuade it in a way for it to be like, because it was guarding an empty throne. So he was like, you know what? How about you serve me instead? Persuading Igris and everything. And it worked. So now Igris is on his shadow army. Sung Jinwoo just continues to get stronger and stronger. And that's what the chairman was talking about. Having hunters that reawaken every single day. That is his dream. And as he was talking about this, you have that, like the moment when Sung Jinwoo was getting Igris, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It seemed like he was talking about, like, Sung Jinwoo is that one hunter that he was talking about. Oh my gosh, he has a shadow army under his disposal, and it is beautiful. Again, crazy way to end season 1. Like, Sung Jinwoo just getting a bigger power up. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. I feel like now he possibly could go to Jeju Island. He possibly could go there with his shadow army and, kind of handle a little bit of business. And then, we have the S-rank hunters going to Jeju Island, to explore something. And then as they were on their way, one of the pilots noticed that, there was some like a big amount of mana just, in the middle of the water. And so, they put it on the screen, but, we couldn't really tell what it was, because then it cuts back to Sung Jinwoo just taking on, the knights and everything. So it seems like maybe season 2 will be more about like seeing what those S-rank hunters like saw on their way to Jeju Island. Who knows? Maybe Sung Jinwoo will also just be like, hey, let me go there. Let me go. I got a shadow army behind my back. Let me go there. But seriously, these 2 episodes were just phenomenal. Phenomenal. Absolutely glorious. Again, Arise. He has a shadow army. That is bonkers. That is insane. And like you said, now that he has a shadow army, he won't have to solo level up because he could just use his army to kind of like, help him level up in the long run. So big things are continuing to happen for Sung Jinwoo, and I absolutely love it. But I pretty much got nothing else to say, so I'm going to end the video here. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for my other reactions, also for my discussion videos. So if you're into any of those, definitely subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, the whole thing. So with all that being said, again, thank you all for watching. Until next time, see ya.